In today's video, I am sharing with you the 5 things I do every morning for a fast metabolism, and now you can do them too. If you're new here, hey, I'm Healthy Emmie. I'm a nutritionist, a weight loss specialist, and the creator of Slim. You can learn all about my all-inclusive platform with customized meal plans, workout plans, meditations, daily journal topics, and more by visiting the link in the description bar. I want to tell you all about what metabolism is so that you can understand what we're talking about when we say boosting your metabolism, a fast metabolism. But I am so excited about the first tip that I'm just going to launch into that. Then we can get into the boring science stuff, which if you're a nerd like me, isn't so boring. As of recent, I've been starting my day every day with a warm cinnamon and ginger drink. So why cinnamon and ginger? Well, we know that at this point my blood type is cinnamon because of how much of it I consume, but cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde. Cinnamaldehyde helps increase thermogenesis. What is thermogenesis? It's the fancy term for our body taking energy, calories, and converting it into heat. AKA, it is boosting your body's calorie burn. Ginger, on the other hand, is known to improve digestion and to stimulate fat breakdown. Now, let me tell you the specific drink that I have been drinking every morning that I am obsessed with. You have to get it. As the Healthy Hunnies know, I have very high standards for what I put into my body, especially what the first thing that goes into my body is every day. So I'm thrilled that this video is being sponsored by Peak because I've been starting my day with the La Ginger, which is biodynamic ginger from Sri Lanka in organic Ceylon cinnamon. My standards are high, but Peak's might be higher because their ingredients are grown under the highest agricultural standards, which gives us a level of unmatched purity. And you know, I like my stuff pure. Not only does the ginger within the drink help support healthy immune function and circulation, but ginger contains a bioactive compound called gingerol. And gingerol helps reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. Is there a better way to start out your morning? When you pair that with organic Ceylon cinnamon, I am living. And as you know, I don't like fillers, I don't like junk, I don't like gunk and anything that I put into my body. And this La Ginger just has the highest quality Sri Lankan ginger and the organic Ceylon cinnamon. That's it. Biodynamic, organic, caffeine-free. Yes, please. This is how I start my day. So thank you again, Peak, for sponsoring this video. And I have the best news. You can get up to 15% off and a free breaker and frother when you use my link. So use the link in the description bar and we can be twins every morning, boosting our metabolism together. Okay, back to the scientific stuff. In 2017, there was a study done by the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, and researchers found that cinnamaldehyde directly activates the fat cells, prompting them to start burning energy through the process that we talked about called thermogenesis. And then in 2012, a study in Metabolism showed that ginger actually improves insulin sensitivity and can support weight loss. So what is actually happening within our body when we drink this warm cinnamon ginger drink? It's fascinating. The cinnamon will activate certain proteins within your fat cells that tell the body, hey, don't store these as fat, burn them as energy. And then ginger, with improving your digestion, is going to allow your body to absorb and assimilate nutrients more effectively, giving your metabolism a little gentle push. Okay, the first habit is out of the way, and now I can put on my nerd glasses and just talk a little bit about metabolism, the idea of boosting it, a fast metabolism, etc. So, what is our metabolism? Metabolism is the umbrella term for all of the processes that keep our body alive. You may have heard the term BMR, basal metabolic rate. This is how many calories our body burns at rest. So how much energy does it take just for us to sustain life? It would be like if you were in a coma, how many calories is your body burning in order to keep you alive? That is your basal metabolic rate. That is the baseline of your metabolism. So the question becomes, how do we up that? Well, there are certain aspects of our metabolism that are completely out of our control, like our sex or our age, but there are things that we can do to help support an efficient metabolism. Think of it like a car. You have your car, and let's say that you can't change the car that you have, but you can take care of it. You can trick it out. You can get a paint job on it, get new tires, get new wheels, go for your oil change, get it inspected, get new brakes. That's taking care of your car so that it runs well, the engine runs well, your metabolism, versus if you get a car, you don't change the oil, you're not taking care of it, you don't get new brakes, you never get new tires, that car is gonna break down, the engine's gonna break down, and it's not going to run efficiently. So in this video, I'm telling you what is the equivalent to us getting our oil changed, getting new brakes, getting new tires. How do we take care of this body to support the healthy engine? The next morning habit that I do is stretching. In 2013, there was a study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, and it found that dynamic stretching, especially when done in the morning, can enhance your metabolic rate for several hours after the activity because it increases oxygen consumption and improves circulation. So when you wake up and you begin stretching, as they like to do every morning, all right, let's be sanitary here, guys. Any other cat owners, like wherever you are, that's where everyone else has to be. Like we need to be on the counter right now. The other 23 hours of the day, forget about it. But when you're here filming a video, like we need to surveil and secure the perimeter. So when you wake up and you begin stretching, you are increasing circulation, increasing blood flow to the muscles, and that increased blood flow is going to deliver more oxygen to the tissues, which is an increase in a metabolic process. And when your muscles are warmed and stretched, they are going to utilize energy more efficiently, which means when you engage in your movement soon after, your muscles are primed and ready to go. And your metabolism is too. The next thing I do every morning, and actually this is the first thing that I do in my day, is meditation. It's the very first thing that I do after brushing my teeth. I take out my retainers, I brush my teeth, and then I meditate. Although some mornings, I get that meditation in first. I use the meditation within Slim. So within Slim, I have a different guided meditation for you every morning. I start out with a quote of the day, and then I take you through the meditation, and then I give you an affirmation to take with you for the rest of the day. This is the first thing that I do every single day, and it actually helps improve and support a healthy, fast metabolism. Why? Study after study shows that meditation helps lower your cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that is linked to fat storage, specifically fat storage in the abdominal area. So if we are engaging in activities that are going to help lower our cortisol, we're going to encourage our body to store and utilize fat more effectively. When our cortisol is high, the body is more likely to store fat in the stomach region. So engage in that daily meditation, do the one in Slim every morning, and help keep your tummy nice and fit. And remember, a nice and fit tummy does not mean a six-pack. In fact, women having a six-pack means that hormonally they're probably not doing so well. You want to have a healthy amount of fat on the body, but we don't want it to be all concentrated and stored in the stomach region. We want to have it distributed appropriately. For women, that's in the breasts, in the butt, in the hips. That's where we want to store fat. In the thighs, that's the healthy place for women to store fat. The next habit is strength training. Once again, I just follow the strength training that's in Slim. I follow my workout plan there. But this is one of the most impactful habits that you can engage in to support a healthy metabolism. Why? Because the more muscle mass you have on your body, the faster your metabolism is. This is one of the biggest things that's going to contribute to your basal metabolic rate is how much muscle mass do you have on your body, lean muscle mass. And how do we build and keep lean muscle mass? Through strength training. Muscle burns more calories at rest than fat does. So let's say that we have somebody that is of 30% body fat percentage, and then we have somebody that's at 25% body fat percentage, but they both weigh the same, meaning that the person that's at 25% body fat percentage has more muscle mass if these two people weigh the same. They might weigh the exact same, but the person that has more muscle mass is going to have a faster metabolism and burn more calories at rest, just from the sheer fact that they have more muscle mass. There was a study in 2015 in the Journal of Applied Physiology that found that participants that engaged in regular strength training had significantly higher resting metabolic rates than those that did not. So these people with the increased muscle mass had an increased daily calorie expenditure, even if they weren't engaging in extra physical activity. The last habit is a controversial one, but it does highlight one of my favorite parts of the entire day, which is my morning meal. I love my morning meal with my tea, birds chirping. It is just, I love my sacred morning time. I love my morning meal. Now, this is controversial, and kind of controversial because of what you hear me talk about, which is listen to your hunger. And I don't encourage eating if you're not truly hungry and forcing yourself to eat. However, if you find that you're not hungry until the afternoon and then you're engaging in overeating or you're struggling with your weight, these two things are linked together. If you are not eating all day long and then you start eating in the afternoon and then you can't stop, it's because of the state that you've put your body into all morning is a state of famine. Your body thinks that there's a famine. And so then when you actually eat, it signals to the body, oh my goodness, we're in a time of feast. The famine is over. Let's eat, let's eat, let's eat. Because I wasn't getting anything earlier in the day. Your hunger is going to be through the roof if you're not eating until later in the day. So the reason why I would encourage you to try to, and I do this with my clients very often, will manipulate their meals so that we can start to get their body hungry in the morning, but start to train your body by eating less at night, starting to eat earlier in the day to kind of shimmy that first meal back so that you are eating more regularly throughout the day and you don't tell your body that you're in a state of feast and famine, binge, restrict. It's one of the worst things that you can do for your metabolism because you are telling your body that food is scarce, food is unpredictable, and now it's being told to, when you eat as much as you can and hold on to as much of it as you can. Studies show that eating in the morning is going to lessen the chances of you overeating later in the day. And that's my big thing here. It's not that eating first thing in and of itself boosts your metabolism. It's that if you're eating more regularly, you are less likely to be overeating and telling your body that food is a scarce resource that it has to hold on to. Again, please don't force yourself to eat and force something down, because then you're overeating. If you're forcing yourself to eat, that is overeating. But let's try to change your eating schedule so that you are eating more regularly throughout the day. If you made it to this point of the video, I want you to comment sweet like cinnamon, because we're both gonna have our warm cinnamon drink in the morning. And if you liked this video, the next one that pops up on the screen is going to be my golden rule for a fast metabolism, so make sure you watch that one. I will see you inside of Slim, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you, honeys. Thanks for watching.